This is me. Back in the day, I used to be the best Minecraft player of all time. Hours upon hours, mining in a straight line, looking for all the different ores, especially diamonds. Well, that was a long time ago. I was sort of a young lad at that point. Let's update the game. Me having the worst internet of all time, this update took like 57 years. Eventually, the game was updated. We're gonna create a new world. Of course, we're gonna play in creative mode to make things a bit easier. My luck, I spawned in the worst biome of all time, a snow biome. Fucking A, man. Already I was freezing and shivering in fear. But you know, they've changed Minecraft a lot since I played. Now you have like cool iceberg launches everywhere. Look at this thing that I found. Like every other block was ice. After admiring ice for what felt like an hour, I was just flying around and I saw a couple of new animals. I saw some polar bears. At first I got scared. Are they gonna attack me? Are they gonna rush me? Then I remembered I have creative mode. Nothing can touch me. Of course, me being a guy that loves animals, the first thing that I did was bring out the bow. I also brought out some weird looking armor. It's called netherite. I think it's the new strong armor in Minecraft. I don't know why I was bringing out armor, because nothing can kill me. I am in creative mode. For some reason I started shooting the polar bears. I also threw some sort of trident or whatever at the polar bears. I even killed this child, man. I sort of feel bad right now. Hopefully that organization called PETA doesn't come and, arrest me. Anyway, after spending some time on North Pole with Santa Claus and, I made a decision to go to the village that I saw in the distance earlier. I met up with this guy. I think he's sort of some blacksmith or whatever. I ended up raiding his house. I robbed him of his bread. Then I ended up destroying his anvil or whatever it's called. If I'm gonna be honest, I sort of felt like public enemy number one right here. I was killing polar bears left and right. I was raiding some poor blacksmith. I even started attacking some bees that were just flying around and minding their own business. This moment I quickly remembered that there are spawn eggs in Minecraft. Have eggs and spawn whatever you want. Well, I spawned some pandas or whatever and they ended up getting stuck in the wall. It was the saddest noise of all time. A panda suffocating in the wall. A mountain goat started like barking at me or whatever you say. Some foxes were running around. One of these spawn eggs like started producing flying things, and then an outbreak was in the village. The iron golem or whatever they're called started like attacking, and you had a full-scale war in the village. I was definitely public enemy number one. I even spawned some weird fish that was just, floating or whatever. I'm gonna be honest, guys, I don't even know what I was doing at this point. I was just placing beacons or whatever. I already knew what beacons was. I don't even know why I was exploring this. I just felt like a retard at this point. I decided to locate some new cave. I may have cheated a little bit because I already knew about these caves. And lo and behold, I was in some big ass black cave or whatever. I'm gonna be honest, I've never seen this in Minecraft before. I was sort of amazed, if I'm gonna be honest with you. It was so big, man. I had to like light up the areas, so I started placing some weird blue torches. I even placed a couple of beacons, which ended up giving me light or whatever. I gotta say, man, this update is probably the coolest one out there. Instead of just mining in a straight line for multiple hours to track down diamonds, you can just go in a big ass cave and find diamonds. Quickly I found diamonds and they have sort of changed the shape. But you know me, I'm a lunatic, so I can't have it all peaceful. I had to start spawning a couple of mobs. I ended up spawning some wither skeleton. Yeah, for some reason he jumped into the lava. I maybe pushed him into the lava. Then he was just standing there and watching me, and I ended up burying him in lava. We also had a couple of, I believe, tropical fishes just jumping around in this cave system like madmen. Also, we had these like new pigman looking creatures, and for some reason they all started running in a straight line, and it was quite easy for me to just push them into the lava. I don't know why they started to rush the lava. It's like the lava owed them money or whatever, but they just jumped in like lunatics. Anyway, I think my time in these caves was sort of done, man. It was time to escape up top and find something new to explore. Finally. I was fucking out of that shithole, man. Ho-ho! Now it's time for another shithole. Literally, we're going to hell. Ooh, the Nether, man. Quite scary here. I failed instantly when I tried to enter the Nether. I fucked up building the portal. I don't know how. I started placing some weird purple obsidian. I don't know why you have purple obsidian. What's the use of this block? Anyway, we sorted things out and I made this weird looking portal and I just jumped straight into it. I spawned in some weird blue biome. This is quite new. I've never seen a blue biome in Minecraft Nether before. It felt like I was in Alice in Wonderland. I started flying around and instantly I saw some things floating on the lava. They reminded me of those things from Star Wars, on that planet Mustafar, where Obi-Wan and Anakin are fighting. After messing around in the lava, I entered some dark forest and I saw that there's like new wood in the game or whatever. Nether wood. Then I entered some weird red biome, and I ended up meeting up with some familiar faces. I saw a blaze, I saw a zombie pigman. This is the Minecraft that I remember. It was quite good. Yeah, and I also ended up like taking a shit on the spawner. I also lit it on fire. Then something like magical happened. I ended up finding a new mob in Minecraft. It looked like a warthog or a big ass pig or whatever. I started to, punch it because not the best thing to do. I've had my issues with the animal organizations in this video, to be honest with you. PETA is gonna come for me. At this point, I started to like scroll through the creative mode folder, and I saw the coolest new object. It's like some binoculars or whatever, a spyglass I think it's called. This spyglass is quite good for me because I'm a creepy guy. Now I can just stand in the distance and use my spyglass to spy on everyone. Man, I'm a real stalker. I even started stalking my prey. Ooh, look at this man, creepy guy flying above everyone, just stalking them. Ah, Mr. Enderman, how are you? You look, quite lost in the Nether. Your face sort of looks empty, like my soul. I felt like hours had passed in the Nether. I was just flying around some rocky mountains. I even tried to place some boats in lava, and it didn't work out. I even started firing some electricity arrows or whatever. My ops started to glow. So basically you can see your enemies in the dark if you hit it. Eventually I was flying around and I saw this like cool mythical temple. I gotta say, man, this is probably the coolest castle that I've ever been in Minecraft. Look at the details at this place. Apparently it's called like a bastion or whatever. It's supposed to be super hard because these pig guys right here just rush you and just demolish you. There was some like weird gold floating in the middle. Also some cool treasure chest. Yeah, treasure chest. I'm gonna be honest, I have to give the Nether 5 out of 5 Nether stars. It has come a long way from being that plain and boring Nether. But I gotta say, man, I was a bit disappointed because I didn't see my favorite creatures. I didn't see the ghasts. I really love ghasts, man. I don't know why, but they just weren't around. They're the most loving creature. They won't fuck you up. They won't annoy you. Anyway, I think at this point my time in the Nether was sort of coming to an end. So it was time for me to make my grand escape. For some reason I started to build up and I ended up finding some mushrooms on top of the bedrock layer. Clearly I was in the wrong place. Ah, I hurt my finger. Anyway, I think that was sort of amazing to see Minecraft again. It was such a long time ago, man. The game has changed a lot. Ah!